again. My name's Gabe Zollner. I read a little article, I guess it was on WND, and they were talking about what's sort of going on in a school in Texas. In one particular school in Texas where ninth graders, the girls in that class, were first asked to sign a release, which they did without their parents' consent, because they didn't know that they needed their parents' consent. And then they were asked to wear burkas. They were taking a class, I guess, on the Muslim religion and diversity, I believe is what that class was all about. And they were, again, asked to wear burkas for this particular class. Now, what I find frightening with that is on a couple of fronts. The first being that this seems to be something that seems to happen quite often in Texas, where the Muslims appear to be taking a stand, because this isn't the first incident similar to this. The other thing that I find rather interesting is that these classes that talk about the Muslim faith and diversity, what they need to do is they need to also explain to the girls how the real followers of Islam treat their wives. You know, like young women are circumcised with scissors or whatever is convenient to circumcise them. They have their clitorises removed. Women are to obey their husbands and never question their husbands with respect to what they do with other women. Muslims, men can have up to 4 wives, and each wife has to accept the fact that there's other wives in his life. Muslim men can participate and actively pursue prostitutes, and as many as they like, as often as they like, but what they can't do is spend more than 1 hour at a time with those prostitutes. There's a whole lot of other things that they should be made aware of as well, like if the woman strays, she gets stoned. If a woman's raped, she has to have 4 male witnesses. Now, what are the chances of her getting 1, let alone 4 male witnesses? If a husband decides that he wants to have sex with one of his daughters, he simply turns to his wife and accuses her of adultery, and then says, you know, she's not my daughter. So then he marries her, or he has sex with her because he wants to. I mean, the list of these things go on and on and on and on and on. Yet they don't talk about that. All they talk about is Allah and whatever else they talk about. So I think it's important that if they're going to highlight the advantages of the religion, they need to highlight all aspects of that religion and how it will impact these women that are asked to wear these burqas. I think it's completely insane. I don't understand how Governor Perry permits this. He might not be aware of it, but you'd think that somebody might want to make him aware of it, and then he goes after the school boards, because this is insane, you know? Indoctrination, you start somewhere, and if you capture the minds of young children, you've captured their minds. It isn't fair that they're only given partial information. They have to be given all the information, up to and including that a woman can't be seen in public with another man unless it's her husband or her brother. And if she is, she can be stoned to death. Yeah. So, you think it's a good idea to teach this kind of diversity in schools? I don't. What do you think? Get a hold of Governor Perry. Let him know what's going on in the state of Texas.